What thoughts I have of you tonight, Walt Whitman. For I walk down the streets under the trees with a headache, self-conscious, looking at the full moon. In my hungry fatigue and shopping for images, I went into the neon fruit supermarket, dreaming of your emanations. What peach and what penumbras, whole families shopping at night, aisles full of husbands, wives in the avocados, babies in the tomatoes, and you, Garcia Lorca. What were you doing down by the watermelons? I saw you, Walt Whitman, childless, lonely old grubber, poking among the meats in the refrigerator and eyeing the grocery boys. I heard you asking questions of each. Who killed the pork chops? What price bananas? Are you my angel? I wandered in and out of the brilliant stacks of cans following you, and followed in my imagination by the store detective. We strode down the open corridors together in our solitary fancy, tasting at the jokes, possessing every frozen delicacy, and never passing the cashier.
Our shells clacked on the plates. My tongue was a filling estuary. My palate hung with starlight. As I tasted the salty Pleiades, Orion dipped his foot into the water. Alive and violated, they lay on their beds of ice. Bivalves, the split bulb and philandering sigh of ocean. Millions of them, ripped and shocked and scattered. We'd driven to that coast through flowers and limestone, and there we were, toasting friendship, laying down a perfect memory in the cool of thatch and crockery. Over the Alps, packed deep in hay and snow, the Romans hauled their oysters south to Rome. I saw panniers disgorged, the frond lipped, brine stung lot of privilege, and was angry that my trust could not repose in the clear light, like poetry or freedom leaning in from sea. I ate the day deliberately, that its taint might quicken me all into verb, pure verb. Where are we going, Walt Whitman? The door is closed in an hour. Which way does your beard point tonight? I touch his book and dream of our odyssey in the supermarket and feel absurd. Will we stroll all night through solitary streets? The trees add shade to shade, lights out in the houses. We'll both be lonely. Will we stroll dreaming of the lost America of love, past blue automobiles and driveways, home to our silent cottage? Ah, dear father, gray beard, lonely old courage teacher, what America did you have when Charon quit holding his ferry, and you got out on a smoking bank and stood watching the boat disappear on the black waters of Livneh?
At school, I loved when pictures heavy greenness, horizons rigged with windmills, arms, and sails. The mill houses still outlines in their placeness, still more in place when mirrored in canals. I can remember not ever having known the immanent hydraulics of a land of glaw and glit, and floods of deligon. By slitting hope, my lowlands of the mind, heaviness of being and poetry, sluggish in the doldrums of what happens, me waiting until I was nearly 50 to credit marbles, like the tree clock of tin cans, the tinker's maid, so long for air to be brightened, time to be dazzled and the heart to lighten.
Pigeons shake their wings on the copper church roof out my window across the street. A bird perched on the cross surveys the city's blue-gray